What's up, my brother?
Runners are back in the meta, but not the way you think, okay? Right now, if you pick the wrong runner, you are getting cooked. But if you pick the right one, you can literally carry games. So the question is, who are actually good runners right now? Okay, now before we dive in, I just want to say this. This is not a ranking. It's not in particular order, okay? Because the meta right now, it's weird. It's really weird. Everything counters everything. All units are coming back, and honestly, there's no clear number one. So this list is based on my experience and what actually works in real matches, and that's based on the current meta right now. Alright, first we got King V1, and yeah, this unit is basically immortal if your timing is on point. With his buffs or the accompanying effect, King is insane, and those effects will triggered while capturing flags, using skill 1 and performing perfect dodges. Even with all the multi-hit units in the meta right now, King can still survive. But here's the thing, this is not a brain dead unit in my opinion. If your timing is bad, you're gone. So when should you use King? If you are confident with your dodges, that is one of the best thing or a best trait for players. If you're good when it comes to perfect dodge and you understand timing, this unit is insane. All right, you know when to use that skill 1, when to pop it, when to dodge, until when you capture that flag, okay? But if not, you are better off using something safer, because it might hurt your team if you don't know how to use King. He's easy to use, but at least get your timing perfectly. Next, we got Gear 5 V2. Now, he's still strong, okay? But he's very situational. The reason he's good right now is because he counters Kizaru and Luffy and other units. But mainly, we're gonna focus on Kizaru and Luffy since that is the meta right now. Okay, and let's be real, Kizaru is still everywhere, right? He's still everywhere. Still hard to deal with if you're not countering him or not using Gear 5 V2, yeah. So if you are going up against multiple Kizaru players, Gear 5 becomes very valuable. But if there's a good News J, alright, on the enemy team, you're gonna struggle a lot. It's so hard though, really. And there's a lot of good News Js out there. And your team is not countering News J, or you don't have a single Luffy in your team, you're gonna struggle real hard. So this unit really depends on the matchup. When should you use him? Of course, if there's a lot of Kizaru, or if the enemy team is heavy on Kizaru, bring him out, okay? Now is Runner Kaido. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people are using this unit completely wrong in my opinion. People say his buff is mid, but that's because they're playing him like an attacker in my opinion. This unit right here is a rat runner. Really, if you focus on smart rotations, a back capping, and using your skill 1 properly, he can literally win games by himself. Really. Also, he's really good against defenders that heal a lot, which is super annoying as a Kuzan main right here. So when should you use Kaido? If you want to carry games and you understand map control, this unit is insane. But if you just want to fight all game, yeah, don't use him. And I think it's a plus if your teammates knows how to give you those flags for you to get that skill 1, or they understand your gameplay or how Kaido works. I think that is a plus. Next, we got EX Law. Now, Law is still good, okay? But the meta is not in his favor anymore in my opinion. Before he was top tier because his counters were gone. But now those units are back, so he's not as dominant as before, really. But, okay, you can still make him work. Well, you need a good team around you, especially something like a strong News J or a strong News Juro. A News Juro who can open the space for you, a News Juro who can help you capture or help you to cook your counters out there, and Law is still good. With his trait, Law can still clutch, okay? Don't get me wrong, Law can still clutch. But in my perspective, okay, since I counter Law using my units, he's kind of easy to deal with right now. But compare before, he's kind of busted, yeah. So when should you use Law? If you're experienced and your team is solid, he's still viable, really. But if not, you might struggle. But overall, he's still good. He's still out there. Next is Roger V2. I think it's the same situation as Law. You don't really see him anymore, but he's not that bad. Really, as an old unit that can still survive until this day, he's awesome. That is awesome. But again, units or old units will have a hard time when the meta changes. So I think it's happening right now in Roger V2. So you still need a good map awareness instead of capping like a brain-dead runner. You kind of need to stay away from your counters or stay away from those units that you know you will have a hard time with. But still, one of the best runners out there. Now, the runner Fuji. Yes, sir. This is one of those old units that suddenly works again. He's not broken. You can rely on him. And the biggest thing, he can deal with Kizaru. Again, the meta is pure Kizaru. I have no idea why Mr. Tanapi sir is countering Newsjay but not Kizaru. It's insane, right? And in this meta, surviving Kizaru alone is already a huge advantage as a runner, okay? So when should you use Fuji? If you don't have top meta runners and you want something stable, he's actually a good option. But again, it's going to be hard since everyone counters each other. If there's Blackbeard V2, you're gonna stay away from that, dog. Come on. Don't try to capture if there's BBV2 out there. Just try to look at the minimap, check if there is a spot that you can capture or a treasure that you can capture, then just go for it. But overall, this unit is insanely good in my opinion. Next is Golden Week. A lot of people think she's not good, but I think she's actually decent. No cap. The thing is, you can't play her aggressively as the runner or the meta runner right now. You need to watch the minimap most of the time, wait for openings, and play smart. She works best when your team is creating pressure for you, of course, or you have an aggressive teammates. I think that is the best time to pop her. I tried to use this unit right here. Yeah, she doesn't ignore the enemy and just capture the flag. It's going to be tough. Yeah, it's going to be tough. But again, you kind of need to watch the minimap, but it's not gonna happen most of the time, right? You kind of need to perform just like a runner, but this unit right here can't do that, okay? Let's be real though. She can't be a runner because she can't ignore the enemy and just capture. That's too much, right? In 2026, we need to ignore the enemy and capture. But this unit right here is still fun to use. I think she's a debuffer and a runner who needs to split the enemy, because most of the time some players out there, if they see Golden Week, they're just gonna target her. So I think it's good to bait the enemy and split them up so that your second runner can capture the flags. So when should you use her? If you like a more tactical playstyle and you're patient, she can work, but it's gonna be tough. Alright, but if you're still confused on who to actually use, here's the simple breakdown. If you want something safe or a fun unit to play and can give you wins, go for King V1. Really, it's a good unit. I actually love this character right now. And the best part is, he's not an EX. Who uses EX in 2026? Come on. Next, if you want matchup advantage, go for Gear 5 V2. If you have Gear 5 V2, I think that is a good investment right now. He's like getting countered, but going back in the meta, getting countered and going back in the meta. And that is crazy for a unit. And it feels good though. It feels like there's a lot of challenge when using these units right here. Next is if you want to carry games, I think Kaido can still carry games, can still clutch matches. The thing is, you kind of need a very good defender. Usually, if the meta is good for runners, everyone will just use a runner and no one will defend. If there's a defender, no one can defend good, right? So I think if you want to carry games, you kind of need a duo or someone in your team to defend treasures, and you're good to go. Next is if you are experienced, Law or Roger is the best choice. And if you want something underrated, Fuji is, I think, the best. And my brother, I did try a lot of runners in the current meta. As you can see, there's no Sabo, no other runners in here. I think Sabo is still having a hard time out there. Let's be real. Come on. Kizaru can just cook your Sabo plus Newsjay. They're still out there. Come on. They're still cook. Runners or other runners will still have a hard time. I thought S-Shark will have his spotlight in this meta, but nah, it's still hard though. Really. And I think this units right here, they need this accompanying effect. I think all of the runners should have that effect, but that's not gonna happen, right? So yeah, I didn't put some runners in here because I don't think they are a good option right now. But for me, these are the options that we can use or runners? So let me know in the comments what are your best runners right now that's not on my list. Let me know in the comments and let's see how sweaty you guys are using those runners. So yeah, runners are back, but they're not easy. Some are strong, some are situational, and some are just hard to use. But one thing is clear, it's still better to use a proper runner than trying to capture flags with an attacker, right? I love this meta right now. Well, that's it for this video, my brother. You know the drill. Stay salty and stay awesome and salty rock. Now signing off.